Hello everyone and welcome back to the Naxxramas blind guide. As I said in my previous video, this fucking raid is going to be split up into the sections because I can't be bothered to make a million different guides. So, in this video we are going to be covering the dance quarter. I have no idea which one this is, but I know it has a dance guy in it, so that's what we're doing. So, first of all, we're going to be starting off with the guide for Noth. Noth is a human, as you can clearly see. He is a mage, as you can also clearly see. Noth is, like most of these fights, a two-phase encounter, where you will have Noth in the middle. And he's too big still. Let's shrink him down a bit. If you can hear something, that's Linus. It's right next to me, making sure I do a good guide. You have Noth here, and you have 4 big piles in the room. They're not perfectly square, but a Noth will be tanked in the middle by your tank, and he's going to go ahead and spam. Jesus Christ! There's different moves then. Frost bolts on your tank. So make sure you have a tank with probably frost resistance. I don't know if you need frost resistance, but a paladin with bubble to soak it could be useful. And then he will also basically go ahead and go like, oh, I'm attacking you. Oh, hang on, I need to draw a tank. This is a tank. Yeah, that's your tank. What he will do is he'll be spamming your tank, and then he will go, lol, I'm a mage, and go blink, and blink over here, for example. And when he blinks, he will reset his aggro table. So you want to have a secondary tank. I mean, it's not going to go this particular spot. He's going to go somewhere random. So you want a secondary tank. Let us proceed and make a... Where is it? There. A secondary tank. Like so. You want to have your bear tank, or secondary tank, in our case, well, I'll just use a bear for now, ready to taunt and pick him back up. So, because he can go anywhere in the circle, the second tank sort of needs to be floating. But, yeah, that's phase 1. Then we have phase 2. Phase 2, he will basically go, lol, I'm a mage, again, and go poof, and fuck off, while he'll be on some sort of balcony, or terrace. In which case, all of these circles will start spawning skeletons. So you sort of want to get in the middle, and then the tanks will pick them up, and you basically kill them. And you do that. There might be some sort of blizzard, because he is a mage. So if you see blizzard, get out of the blizzard. It could also be, I don't know, a flame strike. If you see flame strike, get out of the flame strike. There could also be a purple swirly portal. They do like the purpley swirly portals. So if you do get hit by that, you need to move out of that as well, obviously. And after well, it's either amount of time or it's how many, when you've killed enough ads, that he will basically come back from the portal again and go, lol, I'm back now. Surprise! And that's going to be another threat reset. So, well, the bear or the paladin can then pick him back up. And I mean, you don't need to use Dutch. You can use a Death Knight or a warrior tank as well. I mean, but yeah. Pick him back up and you just rinse and repeat that and then you kill him. And then, yeah. Yeah, but the skeletons need to be picked up, otherwise they will numb your healers. Now, we're moving over to the dance guy. I went with a bit of a, I don't really know what he looks like, so I went with a sort of dance looking guy. I haven't made a background for this, so let's quickly do that. There's a circle, oh no shit, there's a platform. And there's 1, 2. Oh my god, it's taking forever. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. So I'm just moving up here. So when you start a fight, the guy's going to be up on the platform. He has 2 mechanics mainly, 3 realistically. One is he silences everyone around him. So let's go ahead and draw a silencing cloud on him. Like this. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Let's do this. Boop, boop, boop. Let's use a color that's quite easy to see, red. Silencing cloud, oh no, it needs to be bigger. Silencing aura around him. Yeah, very good. Swap out of this again, and then we do this. Combine the 2. Merge. Like so. Yep. Now, that means that you don't want to have any casters or healers in the silencing zone. So you enter from this side, like this. You can move into the room without pulling, I think, because the doors will close, so you need to be right inside the doors, the gates. Now, what's going to happen in this fight is you will want your tank to pick him up and pull him back down here. So, because of the aura, you want all the healers and casters and everything to move up here on this bit. If you don't, then, well, they're going to get silenced. And they can't DPS or heal, because there's a second bit to this fight that's the important bit. And the reason why it's called dance. Basically, as the fight starts, all of this will explode into green goo. Green goo. Like blammy. And because it explodes, that will do a lot of damage to you. So you don't want to be in the green goo when it explodes. So you start off with one section, the first section over here to the left being safe. After that exploded, what you want to do is you want to pull your... Everybody wants to move from section 1, let's call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if the 8th one actually exists, I think it's just 7. So you want to move everyone from 1 to 2, because after the first one, 1 will explode, 2 is safe. After the second one's exploded, everybody move to 3, because 3 is safe, 4 is safe, 5 is safe, 6 is safe, 7, and then you basically go back like this. Now, that's basically it. So you, as a DPS and a tank, you have to continuously move the boss. Like you start with area 1, then and then you go to 2 after the first explosion, then 3 after the second explosion, 4th, 5, 6, 7, and then you go back, right? That's self-explanatory. Second part of the fight is when he says, "Oh, I've had enough of this. I want to be a DJ," and goes bloop, and it teleports up here. Now, since you have all the healers and casters up here, they need to move because he will deal a lot of damage to everyone on the platform. So you are no longer safe, DPS. So you need to move, basically everybody needs to move down to do the safety dance with the melee. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you get that. You've done that. And you just basically do this. I think it's twice. And then you go back up top when he becomes aggroable again for the tank. And then the tank picks it up and goes the same route continuously until that happens. That's basically the entire fight. If you die from the goose stuff, well, you're dead. So yeah, don't get hit by it. I think a wise man once said, death from dancing doesn't bring disco. Now, the final boss in this quarter, I think. Is it? Yeah, I think so. This is the no healing guy. As the name would imply, you can't heal. But how do you kill this boss, you might ask? Good question. You will need about 20 Shadow Priests. No. Basically, you have a portion of the time where you can't heal. And you need to heal. Oh no, I gave him a mole. You basically need to make sure that you heal when you can heal. I think like you have 10 seconds to heal, and then you have like 30 seconds to not heal. So you need to make sure that the tank is healed and everybody's healed, because it does increasing AoE damage as the fight goes on. But to help you burst him down before everybody dies, you have these spores. Now, throughout the fight, he will go ahead, he will do, oh, I'm just a fancy spore thing, or I'm dying, help me, spore. And then you'll have a spore come up and go, blub, 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 as spores do. At that point, you want to have a group of DPS. You want to split it up basically into groups. So 1, that's a 7, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you basically want to do group 1 takes the first spore. They run up to it instantly and they want to kill it within 5 seconds. So basically when the spore spawns as a DPS, you want to be right on there. ASAP. And after that, group 2 goes. And then group 3, I mean, there's going to be multiple spores. It's not going to be one spot. They can spawn all around the room. So you need to be on point where it spawns and you run to the spore and you take it. Now, that makes it so that you do a lot more damage. I think you gain like haste or armor pen or hit. No, you can't get hit. Hit doesn't increase your damage. Well, it does if you're not hit capped. But I digress. Essentially, it's about making sure that everybody has the spore buff, so you have enough damage to kill the guy before the healers. This is a priest. Runs entirely Oh god, what? This is a sad priest. Because he's And yeah, that's it. And that's all of Dance Quarter. So hopefully you would learn something as we travel down the lane of my ever failing memory and try to recall fights that happened way too long ago. Yeah, look forward to the next video in which we will have another quarter. Oh, and don't kill Mr. Bigglesworth. Ta-ta!